America. Let's get this money. What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy. So, I'm going to kind of do this interview style. I'm going to interview myself. All right? So let the interview begin. Where have I been? Well, since the last show, I was living in one part of Vegas, and I moved north of Vegas. So, that's where I've been. Hell nah. As a matter of fact, yes, I am. My goal, yes, I am. All right, enough questions. Let me just get into the show. So, I'm going to use today as Motivation Monday, as it is, to talk about myself. Going through this move and a few other little loose ends that were going on with the move and just life in general, I think it's safe now. I feel more comfortable saying I was going through a depression. This pandemic, other situations that are going on. Let me be. You know what? One thing about my show is I'm vulnerable to you. I use the show as a therapy, so I don't mind saying more than some people would about themselves. But I'm also going to be very careful. So let me just put it this way. I'm one of those people who was collecting unemployment. And I was riding unemployment for a good little bit. And so when it ran out, I had a few things under my belt. I had a musical project. I'm helping someone with their business plan. So I had a few things under my belt to kind of get me to float me through. But now it's crunch time with this move. I'm in a better space and all that, but with that, things have got to happen. So with those things not happening, I was going through a depression, for the most part. And I love Cookie to death. Cookie was holding it down. But the thing about Cookie holding it down meant I wasn't holding it down, or I wasn't doing what I felt. Now she'll tell you in a minute I was doing what I needed to do, so on and so forth. And that's what women do. They feed our egos. But to be truthful with myself, I wasn't doing what I felt I needed to do. I'm not in a position and wasn't in a position to be where I need to be for me to be happy with myself. Okay? So with that being said, I fell into a depression. Now, I've already been a smoker. Stop that. Well, pause that. I was drinking a lot, so I had this big... I weighed about 250 pounds. That might not be a lot to you. It may be a lot to you, but that's the biggest I've ever been. It's 250. And that's when I happened to look. I know I was much heavier than that. So, trouble with breathing, trouble with moving, just things I'm not used to, because I usually, for the most part, try to keep myself at least to be able to move. But I just started to get lazy. I was eating big, so I was just being depressed, and this is where the Motivation Monday aspect came in. Once I realized that I was in that depression state, once I realized I was doing too much eating, I was doing too much smoking, I was doing too much drinking, it's physically putting its thing on me. I started to see Inky Man turn into somebody else, just physically, mentally. I just turned into something else. So I had to go back to the basics, you know. A lot of times we get caught up in things and we get so depressed about things like bills and other issues that affect us, not realizing that the depression part's not helping. You got to do something about that, you know. Even if you have to start off slow, you have to do something about that. My morning routine typically is 2 to 3 bottles of water right out of the bed. Boop, 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 boop. Flush my system. Have green tea with honey. Drink, sip that. And then maybe eat a light breakfast or make a shake. Well, I'm at the point where I've gotten to 2 bottles of water. Still have I have a bigger cup of tea, green tea with honey, and I make more shakes now. More shakes. And I've been dropping weight significantly. Last time I checked on the scale, I was at 239. 239. And this has all been within a few weeks. You know what I mean? So, starting to feel better about myself, starting to feel better, period. Alright? Now, one thing I want y'all to understand, I am not someone who gets so depressed that I want to kill myself. I will never be that person. I just am not. So I don't want anybody to take this post as, keep your head up. Well, if you want to tell me to keep my head up, yeah, that's cool. But just understand, I was never at a point where I wanted to just kill myself. But in a way, I was killing myself with the overeating, the drinking, and the smoking. I was kind of killing myself there because I was letting that be my day. I was literally looking forward to those parts of the day. I would take a Saturday, a Sunday, a Monday, a Wednesday, and just smoke myself to the point that the day is gone. Drink myself to the point that the day is gone. That's not me. That's not me. But I knew that wasn't me. And I had to step out of the box and realize I need to fix this. So I'm fixing it. And that's why I haven't been doing the show. Because you would have clearly seen the depression in me. You would have clearly seen it. If anything, I was doing more snaps. I was doing more TikToks. I was building my little relationships there. Because it was just something to do. But now I'm back. I'm back. Much clearer head. Ready to do things. Kind of switch my stuff around, which that'll be something that I will build on with the show. I also took the time to start paying attention to my shows, watching my shows, and saying there's some things that were hitting and some things that were not hitting. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind, take the time, if you don't mind, and below, let me know some things that you liked about my show. For example, do you like Third Eye Poked? Do you like Why You Got Your Ass on Your Shoulders? These are segments of my show. Are there other things that I do that you do like? Because I do want to take the show to the next level. What I'm thinking about doing, and I'm just going to put it out there, I'm thinking about interviewing people more, and interactive here. Whether it's people that I know, people that I don't know, A-list, B-list, C-list, celebrities, local heroes, whatever the case may be. I'm thinking about doing that because that Zoom space, the house party space, the clubhouse space seems to be taking off. And for my show, for the most part, my show is best you watching me, talking some shit, educating you, social commentary, pop culture commentary. That's what my show has been about. But I want to do more. And I think that by doing more, it'll put me in a position where I'm more consistent with the show because I'll have more material. So it'd be great if you have any ideas of things that you want to see. And I actually asked this on my Facebook post. So I'm asking you, now that you've seen it in my face, I'm asking you, what are things that you like about my show that you would like to see me do more of? Alright? In the meantime, I'm still developing stuff. You're still going to hear my banging music in the background. You're still going to hear that. I am working on a project, so you're going to hear some new music. And I'm even with that, I think I'm going to do that a different way as opposed to dropping an album. I'm considering maybe dropping a bunch of singles that lead up to an album, but I know I'm going to be doing that before the year is over because that's going to be the point and the subject of the album. Okay. And that's pretty much it. You see, I'm still Patriots down. Always will be. You know, we're not doing too well, but we still in there. You understand what I'm saying? And actually, I could say that they kind of help too, because I'm watching them and I'm seeing it's just like, but it's starting to uptick. We had 6 straight wins. It's starting to uptick, you know. And I'm looking at that and I'm going, if they can do it, I can do it too. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'll see you on Wednesday. Later.